Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Real Talk Bougie, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope the redirect worked. Maybe some people are still watching. I think it probably, if you didn't have premium, do a lot of you guys have premium who are here right now? Maybe some people are still waiting through commercials. We'll see. Okay. These are all my premium people who rolled right on in. Okay. Because you guys don't see commercials. Okay. Yes. Okay. That would make sense. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this morning, your girl has been very busy on this internet today. I've been everywhere because girl, I got my energy back. Okay. I got sick at the end of July. August was like I don't even remember. And September rolled in, and your girl was like, "I'm good. I'm back. I feel better." Um, so I can't find how to opt for premium. Somebody help me. So, how do you? Let me tell. I've had premium since they started doing premium. I think just go. I'm not even trying to play. Google YouTube Premium, and it'll probably take you to the link where you can upgrade. Um, I'll figure it. I'll try to help you out. But I would almost think if you did YouTube Premium just in your Google search bar or in your you know what you can also do? Go to down at the bottom of your screen. Hold on. It depends on if you're on your computer or on your phone. Go to like your settings where let me look on my phone. So if you're like in your account, you click on your picture, right? The one that says so when it says you on the right-hand side, click on that and then click on the wheel, the settings wheel, and go to purchases and memberships. That's where my premium shows up. I feel like you should be able to buy premium somewhere in that neighborhood. Check your settings wheel. And if it's not there, check. Let me see. I feel like everything, view your channel, is not it. We'll figure it out. Somebody, if you know, help her. Um, maybe even Google search how to upgrade to YouTube Premium. I'm so sure that they have some sort of a link to take you right where you need to go. Guys, let the dogs in real quick. Just one moment. And they took a little break while I was rolling this last video. So give me just a minute.
But me, I get dogged out all the way around. Nasty Nesto. I'm telling folks, man, I ain't did nothing with these folks, man. Hold on, no.
What's your name, Nesto? What's your name, Nesto? You know what? You know what?
What?
It's funny that you said that you just brought back some memories. So when you said that, when I told you, I think on a couple phone calls back, remember I told you, I said, you know what they call you right here? Yeah, you said what? And I said they call you Master Nestos, right? However I said it. So yeah. They don't took my voice.
I can speak to that. As to 23 CP 215407 at our last hearing, the state did move to null process or to decline that particular case. We will just revive that case in an indictment.
What's your
okay.
name, Nesto?
They call me nasty.
They call me nasty, nasty.
What's your name, Nesto?
They call me nasty.
They call you Fugozi baby. Fugozi girl, that was a mess. Okay, guys, let's talk about it. So I did do a video and you guys may have just watched it. Maybe some of you did not. The blogger, Bible lady, has disrupted the YSL trial. What's today? Thursday? Okay. Let me drop the call in. Anybody who wants to call in, I would love to hear what you guys have to say on this matter. I feel like this has been a long time coming. I feel like based on the last couple of videos. So there was a video, for those of you who haven't seen it, there was a video like 2-3 days ago. Y'all finding it amusing. So this could actually bleed over into the Nesto trial, obviously, right? Nesto's trial is going to start next month, allegedly. It's been, look, they have the final plea and trial set up, right? Set for October. Hey, Glorious, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for calling in.
I'm
What do you think?
Shop.
Let me ask
get
you, do you have YouTube playing in the background, or is it in the background of your
it's on my
phone?
phone. It's on my phone, but I was at the nail shop, so I just stepped out. Oh gosh, I'm so ghetto.
No, you're
Anyway.
fine. Just swipe up the YouTube app. Like, because it took you into StreamYard, but swipe out your YouTube and then engage it when you come back in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
no, but I'm going to be real quick. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. No, I just wanted to just jump on. I'm just flabbergasted. That's all. I'm just flabbergasted. That's all I wanted to say. I'm flabbergasted. I don't understand why she has to become a part of the story, a part of the every story. I don't understand it. It's beyond belief. That's all I wanted to say and share. And I'm here for the ride. That's it.
Well, I think it's a very valid
and happy
point.
Birthday. Okay.
Oh, thank you. It's coming to, and happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you had a good one.
I did. I
And
did.
still celebrating a little bit?
I'm going to continue next week. I'm going out of the country next week, so
Oh, nice.
I couldn't make it
Very
this
nice.
week, but next week. And I was invited to dinner by my ex-husband with his crazy
Okay.
stuff.
Very nice.
Weird relationship.
There's nothing weird about friends being friends. Sometimes the relationships don't work out, but you can still be friendly, and that's great. That's adulting, big time.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, good for you. I hope you enjoy yourself and he treats you as you should and you deserve to be treated.
Okay.
Well, we can hope.
Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. I wanted to say, I'm amazed by this. I'm flabbergasted. I don't understand why she kept saying now that, even for the letter, why is this woman doxing me? Not understanding that the woman was not doxing her. In a lot of states, when you file a complaint against someone, you're required to send the copy of the complaint you filed. So, yeah, that part.
I think, not to justify anything, because I don't talk to this woman, but what I'm gonna say is maybe it caught her off guard getting a letter at the house from the YouTube streets. And I get it, but you know what? Maybe, and that can happen to anybody, because there's going to be people who want to let you know, like, I know where you live. There's people who will want to engage you in a certain type of way. I've even had pizzas delivered to my house. It's been a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
But I had someone, it happens. Like, it goes in waves. YouTube is a funny place. But I never mentioned it. Like, it didn't even happen on this channel. And I probably won't talk about it again for a long time, because I don't like to give any shine to that type of negativity. But when it happened, and it happened in a succession on a particular day, and I think they thought that I was going to probably be like some other people. And whoever does that is that their business. I personally, I wasn't going to go live about it. I'm not going to oh my God, I did not film it. I did not talk about it. I don't think I mentioned it to anyone. I mean, obviously my husband and my daughter knew, because they were here. But at the end of the day, we sent the people away. We didn't pay for it. We didn't accept it. And I never talked about it. It's been probably 2-3 years now. And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You have my address. So what?
Yeah, you didn't give it any shine, which is taking your power.
No, not
So
even any acknowledgement. I
yeah, that's the
never
way to do it.
even talked about it.
That's the way to do it. I think that's the way to do it. And I think that I'm not going to claim it to be an East Coast kind of thing, because I think we're kind of, adapt to the game coming from the East Coast. I come from the East Coast too. I'm from DC. So we adapt to the game, and we'll play the game with you. So we'll play the game with you. And so
And you're I'm gonna let you get tired before I get tired. So you can you can chase me. I'm not chasing. I'm not responding. I have a very particular focus on this internet. You guys know what I do on here. I post content. I don't really play around too much. I speak my opinion. I try to be entertaining for the people who subscribe to me. And that's it. That's all.
Right.
And as far as doing like when you go to places and you're representing, even though you might be your own entity, you are, she is independent media. The fact that she's a YouTuber, she's a blogger, it's just not a great look. They may feel like, in this courtroom, we haven't had the best experience, or we had someone once upon a time who did this or that. That can be disruptive and it can impede other people.
Right.
So, but yeah, we'll let you get back to your nails, but I appreciate you calling in, sis. Absolutely. Okay. Have a good time. Enjoy. I hope your nails come out nice. Okay.
Thanks.
Take care. Oh, you're from Soufflisse. Did I pronounce that correctly? People love for you to match her energy, not me. I don't have the stamina. It's not even worth it. Like, to me, going back and forth is just Southeast. Okay. I don't the minute that I might have the awareness that I have just put or activated a battery in my back, I'm pissed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am not battery operated, period. And if I even get the notion that I am not in control of what I am doing, I'm speaking Virgo right now. It pisses me off. I cannot. I am not battery operated, and I will not move. I'm not going to have my strings pulled, none of that. So, now it's interesting what's going on, because this is the thing that I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned in the video. This is a very expensive trial. This is a very high profile trial. This is these people are fighting for their lives. There are people sitting at the table facing life sentences. They are discussing someone who was murdered. They are discussing, like, these are serious situations. And I know that there's been a lot of little drama here and there. There's been, tea, there's been gossip, there's been all the things. And someone mentioned something in the last live about the rumor about the ex parte. I'll address that in just a second. Now, I just saw someone's comment, so forgive me. I don't know if I have it up. So somebody said, and I'm not sure if I saw this correctly, did Dennis say that one of the deputies told them that they needed a new Rule 22 filed for her courtroom? And that wouldn't be surprising. Why not? Just to clean up the paperwork, make sure everybody who's supposed to be there is there. Everyone who has permission has permission. I don't know if she's got a vetting process or what. I don't know. When you fill out a Rule 22, you are going to fill it out to that judge for that case. And you're going to fill in some information regarding, like, what you do as far as, like, why you need access, right? Like, are you bringing a video camera? Are you bringing a point and shoot? Are you bringing recording devices? Like, what like what can they expect from you, right? So that's basically the rule 22. And then you send it to the PIO, which is the public information officer. The public information officer, I guess, sends it to the particular judge in that case, and then they send you an email letting you know if you've been granted access. I have completed a couple of Rule 22s for Fulton County. I've never been denied access. Most of them have been for, I think all of them have been for Judge Manning, when we were going through all of the first appearances and all of that stuff. Um, it's an easy process, all of the things, but I guess maybe if she's going to say, you know what, moving forward, nobody has a Rule 22 anymore until I have you cleared. I want all the people who are sitting in the gallery who have recording equipment, any reporters, whatever. I want to know. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. And it's quite possible. I mean, has anyone else been arrested or detained in the courtroom? Has anyone, like, I know innocent until proven guilty. Let me just drop, like, ma'am, the blogger has a right to due process. I know some of what's going on with her case from what I've seen and heard, what I've read. I'm not even going to discuss it. I don't know enough to articulate about it. So whatever. But at the end of the day, if the judge needs to clear her, but getting arrested at the job is so embarrassing. Then you come back, then the whole Kayla Bumpus thing happened. So someone, one of our folks, one of our sisters in the chat mentioned that tell me if I'm wrong. Should I drop the link again? Whoever wants to call in, tell me if I'm wrong. Is it partially her fault? Is it partially Sylvia's doing? Let's say it like that. Did she have any part in Kayla being on the hook for having was she the reason why Judge Glanville just knew that Kayla Bumpus is the one who told Steele about the ex parte meeting? But we come to find out that Melnick had been emailing, and Melnick basically had looped everyone into an email anyway. So they were probably already aware that ex parte was either happening or going to happen or requested, whatever the case might be, because there had been conversations with Melnick regarding Woody, his representation, and their desire to interview him, right? So they knew he already had a lawyer. They knew they were looped into some of those emails, right? So I'm here. I just heard, which I don't have the comment anymore, but there was a comment stating that potentially this particular blogger told her audience, tell me if I'm saying this right or wrong, that she told her audience that Kayla was in the hallway with Steele and she had just came out the bathroom and maybe was the one who told them about the ex parte meeting. So put Kayla on the hook and that could have been why the judge was going to make her, like, was talking to her about contempt of court. I don't know, but I was definitely watching around that time because it was very interesting. And then Ashley Merchant had to show up, and all of those people. Remember, she was the one who IS told about Nesto. I think Rico Pot Pie, she should have known. She says she's good friends with Nicole Mormon. If she's good friends with Nicole Mormon, then she knows about Nesto because Erica King used Nicole Mormon's name on some of Nesto's documents. And when she said someone was asking her who she would recommend as a defense attorney in town and who the people she calls like her team, her lawyer friend team. Nicole Mormon was one of them. And I was like, oh shit, that's one of the people on the witness list for Nesto's case. And that's one of her homegirls, I guess. So I don't know that she had to tell Kayla about Nesto. Kayla should already know about Nesto because Erica King stole the identity of one of her friends. And her friend, Nicole Mormon, was sworn in by Eric Dunaway, the judge. Okay. I hope they don't start going like I can talk on that because that I do know about. I've been doing my research. I hope they don't get started through and removing bloggers. Me personally, I'm not even worried about. Okay, guys, we have a caller. Hold on just one second. Caller, I'm coming. Hi, caller.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Well, thank you. I listen to you all the time. I mostly listen to you like early in the morning when I'm getting ready and everything like that. But I rarely catch a live show.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but I'm so glad I caught this show, and I'm so glad that you are talking about this because what is truly wrong with this woman? She is not well. See, you know what she reminds me of almost? She reminds me of one of those quote unquote Christian ladies that's doing outreach at the jail, at the prison, but really is trying to lay hands and get physical with the prisoners. She really reminds me of something is wrong with her.
Oh
Something is truly wrong with her. She's not well. And then she's just like, oh, she's some innocent victim. And she is just, why are people persecuting her? Girl, you do it to when you played that with your last live, I mean, I literally felt like it was happening to me. I had serious secondhand embarrassment because it's like, you don't feel no type of way about this.
It's like when you're in a meeting with your director or your whomever, your boss, like your boss's boss.
Mm-hmm.
And you either say something that wasn't well thought out or you get called out for not doing something and it's like, ooh, uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh, did that just happen? Like
Exactly.
That's how I don't have any I don't feel anything about it, but I would if it were me, but I know me and I like to, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to stay in the back. I don't want to be
I would never
noticed unless someone calls me. You call me, I'm going to show up. Otherwise, I'm sitting in the back. I'm very respectful of my peers and not trying to be. I mean, they've said she's been trying to did she not say she used to bring like cookies and donuts and all kinds of, that's the kind of stuff that people do because they want people to like them. Like, why are you bringing cookies, donuts, all kinds of whatever? It's weird.
So she could get in good favor, and then when she crossed the line, then hopefully they would not call her out, or they would kind of side with her if something happens, and they would just kind of see her. Oh no, that's nice, little Miss Sylvia. She don't mean no harm by what she's doing. She's not doing it intentionally, and so I think that's what it was, to just build good favor with people.
Let me ask you this too. What about? Okay, let's just talk about Lil Woody for a second. Lil Woody. Woody, and I could be wrong because I don't watch YSL every day, but I keep up enough on what's going on. Woody has put Jeffrey Williams and YSL in a position that these guys are sitting fighting for their lives. He may have created a situation where they've all gotten arrested. They're sitting for RICOs. They're being looked at as potential murderers or calling shot callers for murder. Meanwhile, you're supposed to be super duper hunky dory, close with the family, Mariah, Jeffrey Sr., all the people, but yet and still now you are, you are
Over there
having
too.
dealings with the star witness who basically has hung everyone out to dry. All of these things. It's just it's like very
to put
I don't
all
get
these
it.
things, but you got to think she is like this across the board. Even with Nesto and Sonia and all, baby, if she had an ear with Shirley, she would try it. She would try it. She has no boundaries, and she just is so weird. She is so weird. She is
I think
a
since
big
you
old
brought
weirdo.
it up, I think that when she decided, or when it came out that she was more friendly with Sonia than just a interview type situation, I now more than ever, which I know this to be true anyway because she wrapped me up in it too. That she came up with the scenario rather than just be grown and just, it wasn't no serious friendships with anybody. Rather than just be grown and be grown, she created a whole dialogue and narrative revolving around other bloggers covering this case to
But because she has to be
create
a
some sort
perpetual
of,
victim.
that's the weirdest thing.
She
Like,
has to be, because you got to think she
that's
puts that
strange.
baby voice on. Oh yeah, no, y'all, don't cry for me now. Don't cry. And I don't know why they're doing this to me. But like the other young lady that came up before, and I think they mentioned this on T-Bug's channel yesterday. When somebody files a report, I don't even know if that letter that she got might have been from somebody from YouTube. That might have been somebody from the court system, because they have to inform her that somebody has reported her.
Well, I did look yesterday. Yolanda, I see you backstage, hon. So hold on a second, okay? I did look yesterday. So when a letter comes in, what I've noticed is if a letter comes into the court for the judge, or when the letter comes into the clerk and it's for the court, specifically the judge or whomever, even if it's not, it will be considered part of the record. So it may just be documentation, correspondence received, something like that. Considering the fact that she has a Rule 22, it wouldn't surprise me if they scanned it in and just added it, just because if this were to come up as an issue on appeal, not Sylvia per se, but a problem with the jury, and this is on the list of things that could have been a problem with a jury, they're going to document that letter. So when and if the letter comes in, if the letter was sent to the court specifically, it will be uploaded. And the judge will be painfully aware. It did not sound like the judge had knowledge of the letter when she spoke today. Like, she said she became aware of the situation through the deputy. If
Yeah,
Sylvia
because he
just
said he
received,
watched it.
right. So Sylvia just received her letter. Let's just, whenever she went live that day, right? So today's Thursday. So let's say she got Tuesday. Let's say that letter got to the court Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's in Shay Alexander's clerk of courts area. They have to scan it, process it. If it's regarding YSL, it's going to be uploaded to everybody YSL file, just like how Nesto wrote that letter and he cited all of his cases. When they uploaded it, they tagged it to all of the cases that he mentioned, and they also attached the answer. So they might send that person a note back and say, we've received your letter and it's been attached accordingly, or it's been forwarded accordingly to the judge. I don't know if they respond to letters like that, but it's quite possible it could get added to the record just because now it's been addressed in court.
So embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
So embarrassing. But let me tell you this one thing before I let you go to the next lady. It's a report. She reminds me so much of this report.
Which one? Your thing gone out. You said she reminds you of a reporter who? Willow. Willow, your phone went out, hon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh, I guess when it times out, it goes out. Okay, so it's
Oh no, it went out again. Is your maybe someone's calling you? All right, let's give her. Okay,
Can
I
you hear
hear
me
you,
now?
hon. Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. So her the reporter, her name is Amy Jacobson, and this
Mm.
was like maybe in the late 90s or early 2000s. So it was a man whose wife was missing, right? And she called herself, she wanted to get the best scoop or whatever on this on what was going on, because it was a whole bunch of publicity. And I'm not sure if his wife ended up being found. I think she was found dead. I think he did end up taking her life. But what happened was, because she wanted to get close to the suspect, the rival TV station, when they was like filming him and taking pictures of him and stuff like that, this woman was in his hot tub with him.
Stop it.
She was in his hot tub, and she said because she was trying to get him to confess, or she was trying to get him to, open up to her. So that's why she had to be in his hot tub with a bikini. And this he is accused of taking his wife's life behind her disappearance. He was the main suspect, and everybody else was like, just following him around and talking to people around him. No, she cozied up to him. So then they pulled her phone records and everything like that. It was a whole bunch of phone calls between the two of them. And honey, they caught her in his backyard in a bikini in his hot tub.
Interfering with the investigation.
Interfering with the investigation. And when I tell you, she has not been on the air since.
Wow.
Lost her whole career. Yeah, she reminds
because
me.
that's unprofessional.
Blurred the lines. She blurred the lines. Her name is Amy Jacobson, and she has not had a career since. It ruined her whole career because she wanted to get the best scoop and was cozying up to the suspect, trying to, I don't know, be some type of investigative reporter or whatever she called herself doing. Well, she ain't got no job no more, and ain't had one since. And that's reminds me of Sylvia, because Sylvia's gonna end up getting banned from Fulton County court. She is.
And that's gonna be her own problem. That's her own problem.
Oh, well. Okay.
Willow, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And then bringing that extra tea, that tie-in of another reporter out here being naughty, girl. Thank you so much.
It was a mess. All righty, y'all have a good day.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. All right, bye-bye. Yolanda.
Hello.
Hi, Yolanda. How are you?
Good. How are you? Wait,
I'm
let me
doing
close
great.
out. There's no echo. You can hear me, right? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. I had to.
Okay.
I clicked on mute because the dogs are going.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead. Welcome and thank you for calling in. I'm doing great. I hope you are.
Good. Just want to happy early birthday, just in case I don't talk to you.
Thank you, Virgo gang gang.
Oh, girl, look, I'm a Leo. I'm with Farrah. Don't look.
Okay, yeah, no. I mean, look, everyone gets their time. We just get all the time. No, I'm just kidding.
Just to piggyback off of what the previous caller Willow just said, I remember that story, Amy Jacobson. That was in Illinois, and it was around the time where a couple of husbands were killing their wives. It was crazy. She did exactly what she's talking about. She was all in the man's backyard in the pool and stuff, just a mess. A mess.
She was probably hoping and wishing that he was going to try to come for her.
Yep. It was so inappropriate. I remember that. I'm like, but to go back to Sylvia, I'm not really up to what's going on. I was trying to look at your previous video about it. I've heard a little bit of the conversation, but I told you, well, you probably don't remember, but I found you last year in September with the Nesto stuff. And I remember a couple of months after that, Sylvia called into your live and asked a question about something. You helped her. I was like, oh, friend, she seems nice, helping this blogger. Shortly after that, with the interview with Tasha, she turned on y'all. But when she called into your live that day, you was like, follow her, blah, blah, blah. I went over there, stayed a few minutes, and came right on back home.
I'm sorry,
I knew
guys.
then.
Look, can I just go on the record? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know.
Girl,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I know
Like,
you did. Yeah, that's
bad,
fine.
y'all.
That's fine.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know.
Girl, I know you didn't. And everybody's not for everybody. I went over there for a little bit. I was like, let me come on right on back.
She had the documents back then, but then
right.
because for me, my journey on YouTube, I've been doing commentary, but I hadn't really been, I hadn't been getting into the news. And if we did discuss a case, I wasn't getting in deep and deep diving and pulling documents and sourcing things. now I have learned. It just takes a minute to learn how to reach
Right.
out to these different counties and the state and all of
Mhm.
those things. So
Mhm.
I was, when I first started covering this and getting interested in this Nesto case, um, it was based on news stories and what I could find. And Sylvia had the documents at that
Right.
time.
Yeah.
And once I learned, not that she taught me, but once I
Right.
learned what I needed to do, and
Mhm.
she had the T on the CP, that was really it. It was, she
Right.
had the warrant
She
on the
wasn't doing
CP, and
nothing
I was telling you
special.
guys, go check it out.
Yeah.
And I thought she was a little quirky and, kind of a
Yeah,
little,
I did too.
interesting. So
Yeah.
I was here for it because I like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, that's my YouTube I like, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
she turned that shit on me,
Girl,
and I really got
okay.
the feeling like,
For no reason.
and then also people that I know are not with the shits. Like,
Mhm.
I, I I just kind of was like, sit, and I'm so glad nobody really engaged. Sonia's Auto Parts, hold on just a second, okay? Says, when I realized like nobody was really going for it, it was just like one of those, when you're dealing with crazy
Yep.
or a crazy situation, and sometimes it's good to just let
Yeah.
it go,
Just like
and they'll
crazy.
get tired and move on, because it's
Yeah.
no point in going back and forth. I really think it had something to do with, she wanted to be friends with Sonia. She wanted
Uh-huh.
to really solidify her alignment with her. And because
Mhm.
Sonia has such a disdain for the bloggers, she had
Mhm.
to do something that really showed Sonia that she was going to be loyal
To
and a
her.
friend.
Right.
And
Yeah.
she concocted this cockamamie story about
Exactly.
people who don't get into the shits getting
Mhm.
into the shits with her, and whatever came of it. So now all of a sudden, magically, nothing's going on. Now all of a sudden it's Adrian Love and Simone Hilton. It's the guy with the short tie. It's
Mhm.
Dennis. Is this, is that. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's always like, girl, why, when is it gonna just be you?
No, honey, it's you. It's you, girl. Now, when she got arrested, and I watched that video a long time ago when she had her bail hearing, I was looking at her eyes. I was like, yeah, some ain't right up there. So after all that fiasco, what's going on right now? This don't surprise me. I'm just like, wow, this lady's crazy. She's all of a lot of us are of a certain age. There is no way. Like the previous caller, not the two callers ago, I felt secondhand embarrassment when the judge said her name. I was like, oh my God, is she
I was
crazy?
like, girl,
What?
I got a 911 call from the YouTube streets. Girl, Judge Whitaker is talking about the issues right now. I
The
was
judge
like,
say,
"Ooh,
I don't know what
ooh."
they do. They talking to a
Well, now Sonia's Auto
Ah,
Parts, call back, hun. Okay, so this is the deal. So basically, the judge opened court this morning
mhm,
before the jury came in, and basically said one of the deputies told her that there was a one of the media persons was on their channel on YouTube making disparaging remarks regarding the jury. So the
wow.
jury did not give the deputy allegedly watched her channel and
Mhm,
delivered that to the judge. Now,
mhm,
I'm going to call bullshit on that because I feel like when the jury was sat and things were like, I feel like somewhere in the I remember her having a conversation about the jury, and this could be 6 months ago. I don't even know the video, but
mhm.
when so allegedly the deputy saw the video. So I don't know if this was alerted to the deputy. Somehow he came across this video, because most people who are not into a channel don't just sit down and all of a sudden start listening to 1, 2, 3 hour live streams. They just, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
not.
it has to catch your attention. So
Mhm.
either someone gave it to him, or he or maybe he's been a watcher. I'm not sure, but that's basically what happened.
Okay.
Sonia's Auto Parts, give me just 1 second.
Okay.
Do you have
Uh,
anything else for us?
Yeah, I
Yolanda?
just want to say, Sylvia is crazy. There is no way I want my name wrapped up in this high profile trial in the transcripts about what happened on September 4th,
It's too late.
2024. It's
It's too late.
ridiculous. She is nuts.
She's in there
Oh my
because she had
God.
interviews with Weinstein. She's had interviews with Shard. She's already in the transcripts. They already talked about it.
Oh,
Her
okay, for
and
that.
Megan
Okay.
Cundiff and
She
a
did all
couple of
that.
other
I didn't even
channels.
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
yeah.
channels come up talking about her, I don't click on it. I saw someone with Dennis talking about this. I didn't click on it. I'm like, what she
Mm,
do now? And I was like, I'm sure Fran will talk about it if it's something, with the YouTube streets, not nothing
mm-hmm.
particular about her. But yeah, I'm not giving her any views or anything like that. I stay over here with you and Nyla and Pam and other people, but this is ridiculous. This is
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. I kind of feel sorry for her a little bit because I'm thinking, yeah, she need to be on something, some medication or something. It's weird.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
weird.
That's she first you have to acknowledge there's a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, Fran. Thank you.
Okay. All
Okay,
right,
talk to you
sis. Take
later.
care. Bye-bye. Sonia's Auto Parts. Hey, boo.
Hello, 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 hello.
When I saw the emoji, I was like, I know who this is.
Girl, I had to do the 911 call. I said, Frank, I
Girl.
said, girl, oh no, let me hop in this truck.
I'm usually scanning, I'm reading. I'm trying to read everything. Some stuff goes by, but I saw your message in the chat and I was like, "What?"
Baby, when I
Girl,
tell you
I
I dropped
immediately
that
was
in your
like,
chat and ran
"Pew."
off, I
I was
ran.
Girl, I was clicking on record so fast. So I was actually watching and listening real time when I did that little video before this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um because I didn't know, I mean, I didn't know how it was going to go, but yeah, I was definitely very interested to hear what was cuz it does have an effect on, like, her situation has no effect on me. However, the judge's ruling and the judge's opinion could have an effect
Right, on
for
everybody. But
people.
she's selfish, so
Yeah.
she doesn't think about that. And this poor
No.
little, I'm so sweet. I don't do anything.
504. Okay.
Hello.
I'm going to be I can hear you. I'm gonna put you on mute cuz Portia's barking.
Hey, Portia girl. But yeah, I don't really want anything, y'all. I was just calling to say hello, hello,
So,
hello, hello, hello.
yeah,
But
I do think I
yeah.
agree with you. I mean, I think she doesn't get look, I think that's a fair read and I feel like people feel that way because this is not the first time we're hearing it. It's not the second time. This is this is a pattern of behavior, right?
It's a pattern, and
Okay. 504, your phone gone out, hun. I think she can hear us, but we can't. Okay.
can
Are
you
you
hear me?
back?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Go.
gonna stand right here and I move over the
Yes.
toilet
Go back
drain.
to it's a pattern. It's a pattern.
It's a pattern. It's a pattern. I think that it does affect all of you guys as a whole. So I wish she would just stop. Like, stop the antics. I don't know how else she's supposed to get content out to y'all, to anybody or her 3 followers, but this is ridiculous and it's embarrassing.
It's very much embarrassing. Like, how hard is it? I mean, I just go back to, these are people on trial for their lives, and you are messing around and becoming a spectacle. And that is not what you're there for. It's a very much of a disrespect to the legal process. And then it makes other people look bad. But as far as I'm concerned, if someone were to ask me, I'll be like, I don't know that lady. I really don't. I don't know her at all. I
We
don't have
don't know
anything
them
to do with
folks.
her. And you can check my credentials and what I do, and I'm solid. So I'm not even worried about it. And nobody gonna benchmark me against someone like I don't have anything to do with that. That's my story. I don't have anything to do with that. I don't know her, and I'm here alone. Thank
Uh-huh.
you.
I feel like Aretha Franklin, nice gowns, beautiful gowns.
Okay.
Girl, I don't know nothing about that lady. We don't know them
No.
folk. We don't know
No.
them.
No.
It's
Mm-mm.
ridiculous. But yeah, I mean,
it's definitely giving
and she
embarrassing.
just doesn't stop. So I mean, you're bringing somebody who's on trial. You're bringing the defendant. Yeah, I mean, like somebody I'm sorry, you're bringing somebody who the prosecution is calling as their main witness to church. Girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere.
But that's the main witness who set up allegedly your good people. You are,
The
how is it
people.
that, so it makes me wonder, like, you are with the Williams, you support the Williams family. How are you supporting the man that set up this man's son? How
She
are you, like,
supports
you
whoever
couldn't
she
be in my
Yeah,
house
but she
if,
supports whoever she thinks can get her further. That's what she supports. She supports whoever can get her some turning money,
right.
attention. That's
Well,
it.
it's crazy. I'm surprised no one has called her out. And then the Kayla thing, how you got Kayla, you got Judge Glanville, or people hearing through the grapevine and people trashing Kayla thinking that she was the one who told everybody that the ex parte meeting happened. Meanwhile, all they had to do was trace back the emails. Melnick had looped everybody into the email and told everybody as Woody's lawyer that this is what was going on. So they already had an awareness that this could be happening. It's,
Right, but
I don't know if,
do you see how nasty that work is to try to get close to her? So she has to use.
but I wonder, did Kayla, like, is there a fracture? Because remember when, okay, so Kayla asked for a Rule 22, right? Sorry about the dogs, guys. Kayla Bumpus asked for a Rule 22, and she said, well, you can go through law and crime. Thank you, Lady Yvette. When she denied Kayla the Rule 22, and Kayla was concerned about using Law and Crime's feed, she said, well, you can just use Miss Sylvia's feed. There's someone else in the audience that has a feed. And she said, Miss Sylvia does. Can't you just go off Miss Sylvia's? Kayla didn't seem too enthused or happy about that. Does anyone remember that, who was watching like the behind the scenes tea? It just seemed a little lukewarm. And they had been kind of out and about together a few times, but I mean, what do you do it? Does anyone know any of the tea on that?
Well, I mean, I sent that up in the chat to you twice today. Yeah, so I
Oh,
remember
I
it.
didn't
But
see it. I'm sorry. I missed that.
it was in a super chat. I think you had got off the other live though because
Oh,
it was
no,
really
no,
quick.
no. I saw that. Okay, so when Kayla, I remember seeing that earlier.
All right,
But
but I
when
gotta go give some shots, y'all. I love y'all.
okay,
Bye.
okay,
Bye,
thank
Bougie
you.
Gang.
Okay, see you later, babe. Bye-bye. So when Kayla got denied her Rule 22, um, did was there already some beef with her and Sylvia? Because she didn't seem like she wanted to share Sylvia's feed. Do you guys remember that? Anyone who was watching around that time, those hearings? 504, I don't know if you had seen that or not. I know we talked about the denial of the 22, but I'm just wondering, when she said, and you can go, I'll have to pull the feed on that. I wonder if I could, are they not, I don't know, you know what I mean, like, who's actually, are these people actually friends or just colleagues or people who are crossing each other's paths? You love bougie lunch, me too. I wish let me see if I can find it. Does anybody know the day that they had that? You know what, let me find it because I'm sure it's easy to find. People, that was a hot topic that day, so that feed was let me find it. Oh, she didn't want to share. Okay. Hold on a second. Kayla. It was weird because it was weird. I'm just gonna say it like that. Rule 22. That day that Kayla came to court, the judge reacts to Kayla Bumpus' live stream request. I don't know if Megan is going to hold on. Is this raw? Okay, hold on a second. Let me pull this up. I don't think Megan says anything about it. I think this is just raw video. Okay, let's go to it. Hold on a second. Thank you to our good sis, Lady Yvette, just tipping the host. Hey, Bougie Gang. Thank you, Lady Yvette. I appreciate it. I don't know. I think this is my thing. Shit happens, right? And people mess up at work. I've worked in HR for a long time. I've been in HR 20, 25 years now. I've been in HR for a long time. Things happen and everybody doesn't always make the right decisions. But when you are consistently messy and you are always in some messy mess, it's not everybody else. Sometimes it is you. How is it that you are always involved in some mess? Sometimes you have to take a accounting of yourself and make a decision. I don't want to be involved in mess anymore. Why is it that I always find myself in some drama or some trouble or things of that nature? You have to make a decision to stop being messy. Messy people find themselves in trouble all the time. And it seems like this lady is always finding herself in some sort of hot water and always has an explanation as to why it's not her fault. But it's like, how did you get here? How did you get here? You are the common denominator. Every single time, there's always something going on. It can't be everybody's fault. Sometimes you also have to learn to mind your business. Sometimes you have to not turn on the on switch. Didn't we start off this live? I said, you know what? I'm not battery operated. And the minute that I even have a feeling that I have flipped a switch and I'm on some battery, baby, I'm off of it. Hell no. You have to, as an adult, you have to maintain control of yourself, especially when it comes to your coins. There is nothing cute about being in your 50s and needing coin to handle your affairs, whatever those affairs might be. Because I'm not specifically talking about this woman, because I don't know her like that. You cannot be into the shits to the point where it affects your livelihood. That is not cute. That is unprofessional completely. There's nothing professional about a grown woman who is experienced constantly finding themselves in a pickle, and then that pickle has you looking for some nickels. Okay, girl. All right, let's listen to this because Sylvia's name comes up here. Okay. And there's another. So Sylvia's name came up today. Sylvia's name comes up here. Sylvia's name also comes up when they're reviewing content creators who have entertained interviews from the defense counsel and were problematic videos. So that's 3 occurrences. Okay. On top of being removed because sis had some warrants and got arrested and spent 8 days in Rice University. Okay. Okay. That's 4 situations now.
So what are you looking to do?
Your Honor, I just want to be able to record what's going on in the courtroom.
All right. And you had already, I guess, yesterday live streamed from somebody else's
Yes.
live stream. Miss, what is that person's name?
Miss Sylvia?
Miss Sylvia?
Yeah, she's sitting in the courtroom.
Okay.
The fact that they call her Miss Sylvia is redamdonkulous. This is my, like, can people Google you under Miss Sylvia? I'm gonna need for you to say my name, say my name, say my name. This Law and Crime has damn 20, 30,000 people watching sometimes. The other day I went to Law and Crime, girl, they had 297,000 views. They had over 250,000 views by sundown. And you got people out here, you think it's cute, people calling you Miss Sylvia? Say my damn channel name or address me with my government. Are you kidding me? Law and Crime's over there getting rich. Court TV over there getting rich. Okay. And for some reason, somebody thinks it's cute that people call, don't even, girl, it's Real Talk Bougie or it's my name. Don't call me no Miss Fran. No. I need you to call me by what you can Google me by, because that's what pays. I'm here on some coins. I'm not here on some Miss Fran. The fuck? That's crazy. Today, when the judge was talking about Sylvia, go back to the beginning and see who's Sylvia, who's this, who's that, who's Miss Sylvia. Do you know how many people were watching this morning? That could have been, which I'm not trying to give her any help. I'm talking to y'all. Whoever's in the bushes runs this back. What it doesn't matter to me. But at the end of the day, when people are curious about what's going on, they're going to go and search you out. They're going to Google. They're going to click. They're going to go view. They want to understand. They're going to go see the videos and the drama. They're not even giving enough, like, you guys understand, right? You guys know what I'm trying to say. Okay.
All right. So there are an inordinate number of separate Rule 22s in this case. Anyway, I'm not really sure why everybody is not using the pooled media that is already, I mean, it's like 8 or 10 media organizations are using one pool, and then there's Miss Sylvia who has a separate one, and then lots of people who have the ability to take still photography and audio, and it's just a lot. It's like 8 or 9 different things. But I am not sure that yet another person doing essentially the same thing adds to the public's access to this proceeding. There is 24/7 coverage of this, a pooled camera, and Miss Sylvia's separate video recording that you can access anyway, apparently. So, I mean, if you want to be heard as to how that either increases the public's access or helps with the dignity of the court or the administration of justice or the truth-finding function of this proceeding, I'm willing to listen to what you have to say.
This was very embarrassing. First of all, look, I have nothing against Kayla Bumpus. I really don't. I like her tenacity. I'm not mad at Kayla Bumpus. Kayla is a solo practitioner, and I'm not here to give any real commentary on her at this moment, right? I see what she's doing, and I don't have any, like, that's her business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put it on, and that's her business. Okay. To the person who said this is embarrassing, baby, Tion, absolutely. The way the judge kind of minimized her, let's say marginalized her request as if it were, sis, is there something else for you to do? Like, and there's nothing wrong with blogging. Absolutely not. I mean, it's not like the land of the lost. I mean, there are attorneys that I watch. I don't watch Lead Attorney, no offense. But I do watch, like, Harvard lawyer Lee. I watch the lawyer that you know. You guys know I love me some Emily D. Baker. Of course, we love Pam. You know, that's our girl. There's many legal channels that I've also added Girl, Is That Legal? Okay. So yes, we support, right? There's nothing wrong with being a legal blogger, but this court, I think, does not have the bandwidth, nor they don't, like, they're trying to minimize the mess. And this has been very messy. This is extremely ghetto. And the way that Judge Whitaker addressed Kayla, I would have been highly offended as an accomplished woman that Kayla is. Kayla is highly educated, and think what you want. I mean, you know, she's there and she ended up in the case, right? This was very, very interesting on this day, but we're not talking about that right now. So I guess that was my commentary on this matter. But there's a little bit of iciness when she basically said no to the Rule 22 and basically said that she could use law and crime, or Miss Sylvia, whatever. I can't even believe I just said that. Anyway, Kayla felt like there would be a copyright issue, but this is a public trial and there is no copyright infringement on streaming their stream. They are in a public building. They're using the public's Wi-Fi. They are broadcasting a trial, and there is no copyright issue with using law and crime. So maybe she wasn't aware of that, but she was thinking that she would get a YouTube copyright strike, I think. It's so crazy that they even have multiple streams. Most courts only, so like, let's just say Kohlberger, right? The dude in Iowa, they only let one camera in there, one camera, and you got to feed off the one camera. In Iowa, the guy who is accused of taking out the 4 students from Iowa at their house, one camera, and you feed off that one. There's no copyright infringement on a legal trial. Like, there's just not. Now, if they produce something, it's transformative, maybe, I don't know. But there's no copyright claim that can be done on streaming YSL or anything else for that matter, streaming a legal proceedings, right? Okay, let's finish this up because the judge is going to tell her to use Sylvia's stream, and it's almost like she's kind of like, I don't want to. Did I say Iowa? I meant to say Idaho. My bad. Thank you.
Say that at any point, these other people who
It's a public record. Thank
who
you.
are part of this pool, they have logos and they can pull what I am streaming on my personal YouTube and do copyright issues. They have.
It's a public record, sis. You can't copyright public record. You just can't. It's not. And Kayla is not a YouTube vet. I mean, she's a lawyer. I don't expect her to know copyright and all of that stuff. But sis, just because there's a logo on there doesn't mean you can't use it. And also get with someone who can help you create some artwork so you can cover it up.
Have their own logo.
That's what we do.
And also, I don't always want everything that they are streaming. I don't need the full court hearing all the time. There are specific parts that I need to reference and informing the public of what's going on. And that's my point of being here. And I'm just trying to do everything right so that I can, pass the smell test.
Okay, so with regard to, I mean, obviously you can.
So Kayla was being messy at that moment. If you don't know what's going, so this lady in the green is Adrian Love, and then this lady in the purple is Simone Hilton. Miss Love said, look how Kayla's looking. I think it was Adrian Love said something about Kayla. She might have made some sort of like reference as to her qualifications or her professionalism, let's put it that way, and said something about a smell test. And Kayla used that with purpose because you can see sis is serving up much attitude. She's feeling some type of way about the matter. Okay.
Can let the public know anything you want to, and you can video blog vlog.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, Jay Breezy, thank you for gifting some friends. Thank you, Vicky. I got you. Give me just 1 second. Hey Vicky, what do you say? How are you? Oh, did I lose Vicky? Okay, Vicky to the veil, come back, hon. Jay Breezy, thank you, boo. Butterfly, Queen Brielle, Florida T-Bird, Jay Breezy, and Real Nurse Jackie. You know what? My mom was a real nurse Jackie too. My mom was an RN and her name was Jacqueline. Okay, real nurse Jackie. Yes. Thank you. You guys just got gifted by our boo thang, Jay Breezy. Thank you, hun. Okay, Vicky, what's going on, sis?
Hi.
Hi, sis. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
This is a shame because it sounds like
Girl.
the judge is getting irritated, and I don't expect legal people to really understand how streaming works and online activity works, and they kind of don't. They haven't built a lot of them haven't built up that respect yet for independent journalism, like they
Mm-hmm.
would mainstream journalism.
Mm-hmm.
And for her ass to go up in there and cut the fool, was as Nesto would say, and like you basically labeling jurors. What if some of the nicknames that you gave the jurors are very accurate? You know what I mean? Like, so I
Right.
mean,
Someone could identify with one of your references and it
correct.
makes someone feel away. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's a shame because it's not just affecting her, it's affecting everyone who's going up in there. And like Mr. Dennis, he's been going there for apparently years.
Mm-hmm.
There's other independent journalists who have a great following, who are very respectful, who handle things in the appropriate manner. And then here she comes, wants to be friends with everybody, and is thinking that she's being funny because she's getting a new audience. She's getting that younger audience, so thinks it's cute to be able to like give jurors names. Now I have seen lawyers who've done jury consultation.
Mm-hmm.
They give appropriate, like, they'll describe jurors in a way that's kind of nondescript, but that's, and they'll give feedback. And they kind of did that during the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't so blatant as she did it. And it's not, like you said earlier.
I mean, when you have a calibration, I mean, let's just say you have to calibrate at a certain point. You see 100 people, you only need 12. 65 people pass muster. Then you're going to pick from that basically 20% of the pool and make them jurors. Oh, the one with the blue jacket or the lady
Yeah,
with the long gray hair. Just things that can give someone some recall
right.
as to who the people are since we're not using names and they have not been numbered. So that makes sense. But to try to give the public some awareness of the jury pool is not what you're supposed to be doing. The jury is anonymous for a reason. Number one, their service and their protection.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be protected, and this is a huge case. There are people who are affected. There are people, who there's probably feverish fans who want to see Young Thug and the rest of them get off, and you're putting their you're putting their safety at risk.
Mm.
Point period
Look,
blank.
South Florida lady says IS showed an entire juror seating chart with nicknames of the jurors and she sees nothing wrong with it. So because she said something in that live she did the other day and she said someone named Janice made a chart. So, yeah, that's what if somebody said, so I don't know if the guys can see their jury or not. But let's just say this is referred back to. It's wrong on many, many levels. And you're saying free thugger. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like this is bad news. Like this if this is further expanded on, um yesterday I found myself somewhere in the back of the YouTube streets. I never go to this place. I don't even know how I ended up there. I clicked on it and I heard something that was familiar. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Um the man with the little tie, okay, you know who I'm talking about? Her nemesis, Miss
Yes.
Sylvia's nemesis, okay? The
Yes.
guy with the situation, her and Sylvia, okay. He was typing a letter to the court. And that's all I'm going to, because I don't want to get involved. I don't know any of those people and don't want to know any of those people. But they very well could have another correspondence if that person actually sent what they said that they were sending now.
Yeah.
So it's like people are writing letters about you. Like, when is it
What?
okay to just be a fly on the wall? When is it okay to just do your job and not have to be seen all the time? Because being seen all the time sometimes can get you unseen, right?
Yeah. And I think you've helped me with that too. Whenever you do like your sermons about work and stuff, it's like, okay, you girl, I be needing those.
Reverend
Cause like,
Bougie Gang.
yeah, girl, those work sermons, I'm like, you know what? Let me chill the hell out because I'm being too passionate. They don't want to hear it. They're maybe not respecting it. So let me just chill back because I don't own this company. Let me just
Okay.
let me back up. And like, I had to check myself yesterday. What will Fran do? Because I was getting mad about something that they changed, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, Victoria, back the hell on up, because this is not your company. And same thing
Right.
with her. Same thing with her. It's like this is not your case. You got your own case. You have legitimate charges coming up, like that you can't even afford a lawyer. And you want to go, and this is your bread and butter, this is your money, and you're online crying about money, that you need all your subscribers to send you cash apps this and cash apps that. You can't even pay your bills, you can't pay your rent, you're begging people to pay your rent and pay your internet bill, and then you want to do these unscrupulous things to get your behind kicked out of court. Like,
Well, and
just
her live streams are not even monetized. She's not even streaming on the channel that actually is I don't know if her other channel is monetized anymore. I don't know her business like that. What I know is that Infamous Sylvia is not. So um she said that she lost her monetization. She put a video up, everything, right? So you're still streaming on a everyday basis and not making, like, what are you there for? Like, isn't this a job? Or
now
why aren't you streaming on your other channel?
I mean, because does the other channel have as many subscribers as that channel
It
does?
doesn't, but I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you guys something I haven't. So when I first started doing Nesto, Real Talk Bougie, I was doing exactly what I'm doing now. We're hot topics. The Nesto case came up last year, like June, July. I started talking about it. All of a sudden, it just like hit overnight. It was like, what's going on? My video got like 5,000 views. And I mean, this channel I just kind of started really consistently putting up content. Anyway, this channel, it just had gotten monetized. I got one of those reused content things. I had uploaded the riverboat thing with Steve Harvey had talked about the riverboat thing, and they gave me a reused content flag thing and said I literally had just gotten monetized, and like 2 days later, I got a reused content.
Right.
And I sent my appeal. My appeal was denied. All of a sudden, I'm getting 10,000, 12,000 views every, like, oh, it's like, oh my God, what am I told my husband was like, don't worry about it. Just keep putting up your content. Do your reactions on Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Do your commentary on Real Talk. You'll grow one. You'll put stuff out in the other one. If you want to know why some of my reaction videos from Nesto on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, because this channel wasn't monetized for 90 days. So
Right.
in September, October, November, I didn't make a dime on Real Talk Bougie. All the videos from the beginning, some of the reactions I did on my other channel. And of course, I'm not complaining. That's why I don't talk about stuff, because I don't want people to think I'm complaining. But you make lemonade. That's my point. Life throws
Right.
you a curveball. You use your brain and you shift. I didn't miss a dime because I grew this channel. You guys came through. You guys went over there. Nobody missed anything. I said, how am I going to get people who aren't going to subscribe and go over to Love Lies and Lace Fronts because they might be confused with the mommy content? I create a playlist and I put everything in the playlist. I don't care where I post. Everything is in the playlist for Nesto. So it could be on whatever channel. It's all in the playlist. And that's it. That's all. The same thing happened to me. It was a year ago. And September, October, November. And then by the time, and I said to myself, by the time my 90 days comes up, I will have what I need to reapply and be. And then November came. I think I had it was like the end of November. It was like right around Thanksgiving. They sent me the note and told me I could reapply. I reapplied and I got a check. I got a check in December for this channel. I couldn't let myself be mad about it. I didn't want to not post because this channel started to pop. I gained thousands of subscribers in like 90. I mean, I grew probably 10,000 subscribers inside of 4 months. And but I was working hard. I had to work 2 channels just to keep this. I had to work 2 channels just to make sure this channel grew. Because if I would have gave up on this channel, then I would have gave up on this channel. I would have gave up on it, right? And I didn't want to do that because I do enjoy doing this and I do enjoy doing that, but I had to get my whole audience on the mommy content who were like, what's going on over here? So I had to do what I had to do. I had to go live sometimes 3 times a day, do a mommy video, do a Nesto video, come over here and do commentary because it was a lot. You got to put in that work.
I don't think for as long as she's been on YouTube, I don't think she's ever come up with like a game plan. I think she threw everything.
I tried to help her. I tried to actually help her. When someone said the first caller, not Glorious, but there was another caller who said, maybe it was Yolanda, who mentioned when Sylvia called into my channel that day and she was having some problems or whatever. And I was like, well, I can try and help you if you want me to. I can give you some ideas. I regret that day so much. I wouldn't, it's made me feel differently about being so open. But I know everybody is not her, so I'm not going to take that out on everyone. But that was definitely a lesson to have to deal with, having someone create some drama out of nothing, and you've done nothing to harm them at all.
Well, something's wrong. I don't know which caller it was that said it. Something is wrong with her. I don't know if she's histrionic. She probably is. She's histrionic. She just makes a mountain out of a molehill. She creates drama where there is none. Like the whole letter debacle. Okay, somebody found your address. You got arrested, and your address is in public court documents. I mean,
ain't nobody coming.
No, nobody's coming. They were professional towards you and said, "Listen, I don't like the way you're moving, and I'm gonna tell the judge."
Let me tell you, we live in a world where it's damn near okay to shoot through doors. Anybody who comes to somebody's house unwelcomed, and I'm not just talking about Avon or an Amazon package. You know what I'm talking about. Anybody that in their right mind thinks it's a good idea that someone you got beef with and you want to pull up, that's dumb. That's very much giving dumb. And I don't have any sympathy for anybody that does something silly like that. If we got beef, don't think about it. Don't even contemplate it. It's stupid. It's a very bad idea. I don't advise that for anybody. Anybody who has her address, the lady is certified bananas. Don't play with her because you don't know what she's gonna do.
Well, 5:04 is giving me my time clock, so I'm just gonna say this this last little bit. I do hope that this doesn't affect the rest of you guys, like being able to do what you do in court, and I just hope that Whatever happens to her is meant to happen to her. I don't wish bad on anybody. I just she needs help, and I hope that she gets it. I doubt it, but it is what it is. And thanks always for giving us a good lunch hour. It's not my lunch hour. It's
Oh, you're
early,
so
but
sweet.
thank you, my
It's
dear.
my
You
pleasure.
have a
It's
good
my
one.
pleasure. You too, Huns. Take care. Um, I just think I don't know. I can't diagnose this woman. All I'm gonna say is this. You have to have an awareness. And sometimes, you know how your friends will tell you just got to be tired of being tired. If you are truly tired, then just stop. That's it. That's all. Um, and I mentioned this last night. You can't always blame the devil. The devil's busy. The devil. Let me tell you something. Sometimes exposure comes from the Lord. Okay. So I'm not even trying to be all preachy about it at this point, but I'm just going to say this. You can't keep blaming. Sometimes you have to understand that if you're doing something that is not serving it's only serving you good and it's hurting other people, being doing the being unprofessional in a public process that really has people's lives at stake is not smart at all. So anyway, look, let's just say it. At the end of this is the deal. The judge is looking at everything. If you did This is a very messy ghetto trial, and you got people, they might be looking over here right now, but I bet you what, they won't be calling out my name because I don't really talk about those people. I don't talk about Adrian. I don't talk about Simone. I'm not talking about Kayla. I'm not talking about Judge Whitaker. I'm not talking about any of those people. I don't want any of those people summoning me, anything like that. I watch the case. I give my opinion, from time to time when we talk about YSL. The bottom line is that you got to allow this legal process to take place, and anything that is coming in between these men getting due process, and if they are truly innocent, being released from jail, it's like if you really believe that Jeffrey is a political prisoner, or he's being taken advantage of, or Fonnie Willis is totally wrong, if you really, really believe that, why are you doing things to prevent this man from getting out of jail? Florida T-Bird, thank you so much, hon. Um, Dre, you got gifted. Benita Betrell, every morning vibes, demure and mindful. Can we keep it cutesy? Can we keep it mindful? Can we keep it demure? Okay. Can we keep it cutesy, mindful, and demure? Giving very cutesy, giving very mindful, all of the things, keeping it very demure. I love that. Um, Coming out the bushes to thank you for keeping us entertained throughout the day. Sub to all of your channels. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um I don't know. I'm just very like, wow. Thank you for the milestones. Thank you, Shay, for supporting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome everyone to their membership. If you just got a membership, y'all go to the live from last night. And was it the night before? We kind of we talked about this. So there's the last two member lives. If you're enjoying this, you're gonna really enjoy that. So please go watch and comment and let me know. But if you just got a membership, run, don't walk. And just remember, whatever goes on in members stays in members. Okay. And that's it. But yeah, you guys supporting is awesome. It's giving. And look, there are people who were hitting the stand who don't even know how to read. This guy, did he say he didn't know how to read? It's like, it's the having to ask questions 5 times. This is a very slow moving trial. There are people who I don't even know how they're getting up out of bed. It's unfortunate, right? Um, and just this distraction is really mind blowing. And I thank you for everyone who wants to make sure that this is not going to affect um other YouTubers or other bloggers. It won't. It won't, because we can't allow, she's an anomaly. I have never been to Fulton County Courthouse before. I have never been arrested. None of my videos are featured in a record regarding any kind of defense counsel interviews, um, all of those things. So I'm not really worried about that. This lady is coming with a very special set of circumstances. She's been arrested in the courthouse. She has been named on 3 occasions in, and probably didn't need to be, right? Um, That's it. Let's finish up watching this since we kind of got into it anyway. I don't know where it is on my, oh, here it is. Let's finish because Kayla got shot down on a Rule 22, and Kayla is doing her YouTube thing. I don't know whose feed she's using, but obviously it doesn't seem to be a problem.
All you want to, any kind of opinion that you want to about the case, and you can obviously also sit here and watch all of the proceedings. Are you saying that you can't use somebody else's, like the news media coverage?
It has their logo on it. At any time they can say it's copywritten and take it from me.
Okay.
From my page.
Have you asked anybody other than, is Miss Sylvia okay with you using her? Because honestly, it's a little bit disruptive to have essentially phones in court. I mean, it ought to be that unless you are somebody who has a Rule 22 already in effect, or you are an attorney in the case, you shouldn't have your phone out or on or anything. And it's kind of chaotic in this entire part of the courtroom. And I just...
Let me say this too. The other day, I don't know what day it was, but I clicked on a video, a stream that she was doing, and that's the blogger. And I think she was streaming herself. So she was streaming Young Thug, but she was also kind of like giving live facial reactions at the moment, right? Always glad to gift a membership. Thank you so much. That wow. Thank you so much. Wait, hold on. Did Kayla and Mammy Fresh follow? I feel like, just watch how icy this is. Let me see if this is the clip. Hopefully this has the clip where she's just like, I don't think so.
I find it to be distracting. I find there to be security concerns with having to constantly figure out, okay, who is authorized to have their phone out, who is not. And so what I would like is, until there's some point when you find out that you're not able to use somebody else's, what they've already taped. I mean, I'm kind of saying, why don't you and Miss Sylvia be the second pool? Okay. Would that work?
We'll try it out.
Okay, so let's do that. Y'all are now the second pool.
You will revisit it if I have an issue.
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Kayla has some beef with the ladies here, Hilton and Love. What in the beef? I'm not really sure. Now, someone asked, I hope you're still here, who is Kayla? This is Kayla Bumpus, the lady here in the gray dress. Kayla is a personal injury attorney in Atlanta and Houston. She's accomplished in her own right. She happened to be in this case because she was a stand-in for another guy named John Melnick, who was representing Woody, who was one of the star witnesses for the prosecution. Mr. Melnick went on vacation, and Kayla happened to be there when basically all hell broke loose with something called an ex parte conversation, which occurred in Judge Glanville's office and basically put the trial on pause, probably kind of for the summer. I mean, in a way, it worked out because it gave the jury some time, but it basically put things on hold for literally 2 months. And Kayla is enjoying social media. I think she was live right before I went. I mean, she's I subscribed to her channel. She gives a perspective that is she gives a very she gives her perspective. I'm gonna say it like that. But I like to keep up on what's popping with kind of the behind the scenes of the case, and she's definitely part of the behind the scenes of the case. So that's who Kayla Bumpus is. She's a lawyer in Atlanta and Houston. She is relevant to the case through Lil Woody, who was a witness. He is done testifying. He made it through the gauntlet, and she represented him for a brief period of time. And because of this ex parte conversation, it was a big shit show, and there was a lot of unraveling that had to be done for about a month or so. Like, if we have to get deeper than that, girl, we could talk about it all day, but that's basically who Kayla is. Should have selected a different dress to appear before the court. I think she wanted to serve body, and that's what she did. She was giving body, and there's no way you put on a body con and not know that you're not serving up body, and that's what she wanted to do. So she put on. Sis grown. Sis is a mom. Sis has a master's in law. She's got her JD. She's got a master's in law. She's been an attorney for she's says she is popping, she's lit, she's all the things. So girl, she knew what she was doing when she put that dress on. She knew what she was serving. Um, I think so. Yes. Yes. She lives in Houston and Atlanta. Okay. So, no surprises here. I think everybody is very much giving outraged by the situation. We will definitely. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but this is going to come up again tomorrow. This is probably going to be timely for us because guess what? They're going to talk about it at lunchtime. Okay, girl, how perfect is that? So they're going to discuss. If you guys hadn't seen it, I'll rerun this back a little bit because it's only just a few minutes. Let me find it. Okay, let me find. Let's go back to the morning. I hope I can find it. Uh-oh. Was I over on Law and Crime this morning? I think so. It was funny. Here we go. It's coming up. Let's see. Oh, is this a jury coming in?
I know that.
I know they didn't cut that part out.
Welcome back, Mr. Sledge. Have you had enough time?
Is it still in here? If not, then maybe I'm gonna have to go to my video. I don't see why they wouldn't have broadcast that though. That's weird. All right, let me find it. I mean, it is like hours and hours and hours ago now. All right, let me find it. I might not be able to play. Okay, YSL trial day 1. Okay, that can't be it. Kayla's streaming right now. Okay. Uh Okay, I don't see it. It's gonna be in my video. Unless you guys want me to just rerun my video from earlier. That's up to you guys. If you guys want me to, let me pull it up. Hopefully it's gonna play right. Hold on. Was I on Atlanta News first? I was like, where was I? You know how you go to your history? Because I have to go back to my history. So maybe Law and Crime was late. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, one sec, guys. Let me go Atlanta News first. ANF. Maybe I should do it. Thank you. Someone just gifted. Thank you. Is it that rainbow chick? Thank you, that rainbow chick. I appreciate you. Thank you. Who got gifted? You guys just got gifted. Coffee and Cream, Deborah Nichols, T Baby 74, South Florida Lady, and Rich. You just got gifted by our beautiful rainbow chick. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. I think I found it. Let me go and see if they were in there early. It looks like everything is starting with the guy who's on the stand right now. Is it Mook? Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. Oh, baby. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Hold on. These guys have been sitting in jail for years now. Come on now. Stop playing with these. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they've done, not done, but anything that's delaying because you want to call people names and do silly stuff, it's like, come on.
All right, y'all were, I guess it was Mr. Weinstein that brought it up, but gonna look into whether there was something that you needed to bring to the court's attention about a juror issue? Anybody have any follow-up on that? Can you speak into the mic? You have to just kind of pick it up, unfortunately. It's not an ideal setup, but there you go.
Hello. Good morning, Judge. My understanding from Mr. Weinstein was that there was some question about a juror potentially having seen some information on Instagram where they were being given nicknames or seating charts were being discussed. And so I'm trying to find out some more information from my co-counsels about that now, about whether It was Miss Sylvie, is that correct?
Yeah. So
Girl, embarrassing.
I don't know that a juror saw it, but one of the deputies brought that to my attention yesterday afternoon. And yes, it is the woman who's named Sylvia who had a Rule 22. And she, I guess, in her, whatever you call those things, where they, I don't know what you call them, where they sit and they talk.
Notice how she said had a Rule 22. So I don't know if it's already been yanked, because it seems like they're going to have a hearing tomorrow. Mm,
Talk endlessly online. I guess, I don't know. Yes, was giving all of the jurors nicknames, and it was derogatory. She does not appear in the clip that I watched that the deputy brought to my attention. She doesn't appear to have really provided any kind of personal identifying information, but it was like, oh, in the first row, we've got, and then smart alecky names for all of the jurors. And in row 2, we'll call them blah, blah, blah. My understanding is that the deputy has escorted her out when he found that out. And I'm thinking that when we've got Rule 22 hearing scheduled for Friday lunch anyway, that maybe we speak to her about that at that point in time. But that's what I know about it.
I understand, Your Honor. My only question was, we had gotten some information that perhaps Courtroom had told her the judge that the jurors had been complaining about it. So we just wanted to make sure that the jurors hadn't seen it, hadn't had exposure to that video.
I can voir dire them if you would like me to. What we knew before was that the juror who we've talked to a couple of times about a potential job change had people that she was close to call her and say, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? I heard something that sounded like it was you. So we know that, that occurred. I don't know about anything else. If y'all have got information, if you'd please share it.
Judge, if you would, this might be more instructive, if you can simply inquire the deputies as to where they got the information from,
sure.
that might answer the question for us.
All right.
people need to understand that, okay, so the person who was doing the job change, I guess what people have to understand is there are people who in these jurors' lives who may be, and I mean their life, are watching and they keep up with the internet, and then you hear them discussing the jury and it's like, oh shit. So she said that someone, a friend of a friend or family member or whomever, checked on her because they wanted to make sure she was okay because they heard something in the court about something that could sound like this person. So just understand that it's 12 people. Some people are watching, or however many people are in the jury pool. You may say SpongeBob, and someone might say, well, shoot, my brother is a bad built SpongeBob. Maybe they mentioned someone named SpongeBob. You think they're talking about you? How do you think somebody would like that? I know Sylvia wouldn't like someone talking about her appearance. And maybe it wasn't on some ridiculing of their appearance, but it'll come off that way because these people don't know you and all they're doing is volunteering to hear a case. So, okay, let's continue. She got rebuked and something yesterday. Miss Love is like, I am going to just mind my own business and try to hold on to my good black job. Okay.
Is there anything else? for the morning? Okay.
Okay, they're gonna go on break and then come back, and then she's gonna say something else, and then I'm gonna let y'all go real quick. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay. The judge looks like she is tired of these folks, right? Yeah, anybody entertaining that? Yeah, if she has an audience that likes to entertain that type of behavior, and let them do it. She's going to say something in just a second.
Did himself from checking anything to him. He had just, he did due to my. All right, I've spoken to the deputy who had brought that issue to my attention yesterday afternoon, and he doesn't know it from any of the jurors saying anything to him. He had just observed it himself from checking on her page. All right, sure, no problem. Is the jury?
That was weird to me that the deputy is watching her page like that. I mean, who has time unless he's actually watching her page? I don't know. I mean, you've been with the lady all day in court. Now you're watching her page. Then you found some obscure live from however long ago. It makes me think someone probably sent him a link to that or told him where to find it. I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think? Ooh. Was it Joey? I don't think Joey has anything to do with this case. He's not. He might be. I don't know. Um, it was Kick a Sister Day. Oh, okay. Yep. Someone had to have ratted. Oh, what? Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm missing comments now. Fran, I sent a little faux Chris Brown tee to your IG. What? What happened with Chris? I was just saying he didn't come to Charlotte on his tour. I was very kind of sad. Someone is telling. Yeah, I don't know. So you guys are saying, and I saw the comments, Dennis has reported, and I haven't seen this for myself, but I know you guys would never bring me anything just random. That Dennis has reported that they revoked her Rule 22. I don't have that information. But if Dennis says that they did it, then they did it. I'm sure. I think someone told him to look C2. Joey is someone's legal assistant, maybe judicial assistant, maybe even. She is friendly with someone over there, either the duty or the parking. She's definitely friends with the parking people. Don't they give her free parking? Oh, Christian Gold. Oh, faux Chris Brown. Ah! Okay, Christian Gold, because tomorrow is that day. Okay, is that something you want me to read right now, or can I read it later? Okay, you guys want to find out about, okay, what's going on with Christian? Is the wedding certified off? It's got to be. All those rich people Jennifer's friends with should not be mad at their tickets to France. So they should be okay. They should be all right. None of those rich people that Jennifer is inviting to her very swanky wedding should I okay, later. Okay. There should be no problems. I didn't hear Dennis say that. She can't come back if they are reviewing it Friday. She can't come back if they are reviewing it Friday. Hey, Muffin. I wonder if she has to be there. Dennis is fighting his way to a restaurant so he can tell us about this while he shovels all the food. Don't men do that though when they get hungry? Okay, so Dennis is getting ready to take his lunch break and he's going to tell us all about it. Girl, Tamar is a mess. Girl. Did Tamar and RJ actually really, JR, excuse me, actually get married? Did she actually marry that dude? And I hope she has a prenup. Joey, don't have time for this mess. They got married. Did they get married in Fulton County? I wonder where he filed for divorce, girl. I might have to look that up. I'm sorry, but I cannot watch. Okay. You know what I don't like? This is what I don't like. When people eat something that's kind of a little liquidy and they're like, not so much slurping, but it's like their mouth turns into a vacuum rather than just put the damn spoon or fork in your mouth. They're like, ooh, I can't. Is that slurping? That's annoying to me. My mom was very much of a Miss Manners type person. You would get a like, and this was when I was very young, but if you were creating some sort of chaos like that at the table, eating in an improper fashion, if you were making noise, if you were using your hands in a particular type of way, when it wasn't appropriate, anything like that, you get popped right in your mouth. Those were the days you could pop your kids and it wouldn't be a problem. Girl, backhanded, okay? Backhandedly. And my mom wore a handful of rings. My mom loved her jewelry, okay? Don't get smacked in the mouth with one of those rings, okay? Girl. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on, let me look. All right, I'm gonna look up one thing. Let me look up Braxton. I wonder if so did he do it in Fulton County? Let's see. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Hold on. As soon as I was like, wait a second, I forgot the T. That's not it. I wonder where they filed. What's JR's name? Hold on. Tamar Braxton and JR divorce. Okay, JR, Jeremy Robinson using her credit card on another woman. I did hear her talking about that in her live. Tamar went live and ran the Carfax report. Oops. Okay. She did. I watched it. Embarrassing. So I wonder where they filed. Did they say they filed? Let me look up Jeremy Robinson. Girl. He say he had the nerve to be mad and because she laughed at a Colonel Sanders joke? Jeremy. After they broke up about Jeremy Robinson. I don't see the divorce. Does anybody know? I don't see in Fulton County. I guess I'll have to look it up on Research Georgia. Maybe Tamar. Okay. Okay, let's see. I wonder where they live, if they live in Fulton County. Maybe they live in Alpharetta or somewhere. Well, is Alpharetta still Fulton County? Is that Cobb County? If they filed for, if they filed, it's got to be in here somewhere. All right, I'm going to look up on the Georgia site rather than just Fulton County. Okay, anything else, guys? We're going to get into it. I'll look it up. Whew, what a day. All right, we'll get into this Rule 22 tomorrow. Etiquette, absolutely. He should get a haircut then. She is publicly crashing out over. Yes, it's sad. Poor thing. Yeah, look, it is not. Tamar needs to, it is Fulton County. Has anyone seen it? She needs to take she needs to look in the mirror and say, I am somebody. I am valuable. I am beautiful. I am a mother. And it's going to be okay. Okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It is going to be all right. I mean, I don't know. Sis is going to be okay. I'm surprised her mom doesn't have any words for her. I'm sure her mom has to have some words. Why is it not showing up in Fulton County then as a divorce? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to look Research Georgia. Jeremy Robinson, Tamar Braxton. Let's see. I want to read the complaint. Tamar Braxton. That's not it. Jeremy Robinson. Ooh. If any of you guys find it, let me know. I'm going to do some more searching, see if I can find it. Maybe they haven't actually filed yet. Because I don't see it. I don't see like a Braxton versus. I wonder if it's Robinson versus Robinson. Oh, I wonder if she took his name. Is she like Tamar Robinson now? That is embarrassing. Did she even have a chance to go get a new social security card? My God. Okay, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. We'll find it. We'll get caught up tomorrow. He filed according to Tamar. Okay, so if he lives in Fulton County, he has to file in. I mean, you can get married wherever, but you have to get divorced where you reside. So if he resides in Fulton County, then he would have had to have filed it in Fulton County. So we'll find it. Say it one more time, okay? You guys, thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Yes, she said he told her in Turks and Caicos. Girl. You know what I mean? Like, you can't pick a guy, like not pick, but if a guy is coming to you who just like for JR, that was a come up. Even though Tamar is not the upper echelon, Tamar was a come up for him. People know his name now. People see him where maybe he was just a man about town in Atlanta. Now he is, Tamar Braxton's ex-husband. It's like the dude that Nene Leakes was dating. You know what I'm saying? The nice looking, I don't know if he's Nigerian, but the chocolate dude that looks like he could be Peter's cousin or something. The designer who is from Charlotte and the wife is suing Nene for alienation of affection. These guys, these secondary business type dudes with a little bit of coin who want a come up like a Simon Good Gobadia. Okay. It's Cobb. Simon Gobadia wanted a name come up. Okay. And he got it. There is no way that I would have known about Simon Gobadia unless he got married to Portia, our girl Portia. Okay. Cobb County Clerk case lookup. Hold on. Search court records. It's Civil. All right. We're going to check all so we can always be notified. Okay. Party name. We're going to say Braxton. Not Wilma and Rufus. Okay, hold on. Leroy. Come through 2024. Jeremy Allen Robinson and Tamar Estine Braxton. Thank you for the person who referenced Cobb County. Hold on. We got it, guys. Somebody said, Fran, your researching skills are unmatched. Okay, thank you. Here we go right here. Jeremy Allen Robinson. So it was damn, it's been filed for a minute. Girl, it's been filed since April 5th. Divorce, dissolution. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Hold on, guys. Let me just make sure I'm not showing anything I'm not supposed to show because, girl, baby. Okay. Let me make sure. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Y'all want to go for hours and hours and hours. Is that what it is? Y'all, how long have we been on? Oh, we've been 2 hours. Okay. We're not too far gone. Okay. Baby. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Are the likes in a good place? Oh, y'all been hitting on that like button now. Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's read the complaint. Watermarks images will be removed when purchased. Okay, we're gonna do the ghetto. If you guys want me to purchase, I will, but we're just going to read it ghetto style for right now. Okay. Okay. Let's get into it. You guys want to read this? Girl, Let's see what's going on here. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Okay, hold on. Girl, that quick. That quick. Okay. Jeremy Allen Robinson Movant. Okay, so he's the interested party. That's what that means. Tamar Braxton. Come now, Jeremy Robinson, pro se, means he's representing himself, and files his petition of divorce brought against Tamar Braxton, and hereby files this petition for divorce without minor children, and in furtherance therefore shows this honorable court the following subject matter jurisdiction. The petitioner has been a resident of the state of Georgia for 6 months immediately prior to this action. Atlanta man with money in Buckhead is an automatic red flag. Venue, the respondent is a resident of Cobb County and is subject to jurisdiction. Overtime checker. Thank you. Okay. Services of process. The respondent can be served within Cobb County, but has indicated a waiver of service will be signed. Dates of marriage. The parties were lawfully married on February 4th. Damn, Tamar. Damn. You guys got married on February 4th, 2024, and the parties separated on or about March 21st. Y'all didn't make it 6 weeks and have remained in a true state of separation since that date. The parties do not have any minor children together. Baby. The parties have entered into a verbal settlement agreement, which they both want to incorporate into a final judgment, decree and declare divorce once it is signed and finalized. Alimony. Neither party seeks alimony from each other. The parties do not have marital property. The parties do not have any outstanding joint or marital debt. I mean, damn, they only did it for 6 weeks. The marriage between the parties is irretrievably broken due to irreconcilable differences. The party can no longer live together, and there is no hope of reconciliation. Grounds and motion to seal pursuant to Superior Court Rule 21.1, attached 9/11/71. Motion for filing under seal. The parties will face public humiliation and scrutiny. Well, don't get married. The motion, so they wanted a motion to seal it like Nathan and his wife. The motion, they didn't know they were going to be on the blogs. The motion for filing a seal, the parties will face public humiliation and scrutiny that will affect their careers and cause financial harm. The harm caused outweighs the public use interest. The parties with to keep this petition, settlement agreement, and court order sealed from the public. Plaintiff prays. Remember, you file a motion, you ask for something. This is their prayer. That the court grants a total divorce from the respondent. That is to say, a divorce, a vernaculo matrimony, a separately filed settlement agreement be made, the final order and judgment of the court. The court grant the 9/11/17 motion to seal attached. That plaintiff and defendant be awarded a separate non-marital property, that all relief requested herein be granted, and the plaintiff be awarded such other and further relief as this court may deem equitable and appropriate. Respectfully filed, April 5th. Can you believe it? Wow. Okay, so we got that. What's next? Hold on. Okay, so that's the complaint. Did Tamar file an answer? So there is a final decree. So they have a divorce. It's been decreed and declared. Okay, hold on. Girl, fast forward. Upon consideration of the case, upon evidence submitted and provided by law, the judgment of the court that a total divorce be granted. Hold on, let me let y'all see. Okay, here I am. Can you? Okay, y'all can see. Okay. Y'all can see this? Oh, this is not the right page. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Final judgment decree of divorce incorporating settlement agreement. So it filed April, granted August 30th. So this just came to pass. This was filed on the 30th, which whatever day that was. The 30th, was that Friday? Damn. Friday. No wonder she was pissed over the weekend. Upon consideration of the case, upon evidence submitted and provided by law, it is the judgment of the court that a total divorce be granted. It is to say divorce in vernacular matrimony between the parties to the case based on the legal principles. It is hereby ordered that the marriage contracted entered into between the parties is hereby set aside from the date and is fully dissolved. Petitioner and respondent in the future shall be held and considered as separate, distinct persons altogether, unconnected by any nuptial union or civil contract whatsoever, and both shall have the right to remarry. Very important, guys, because we're looking at a bigamy case. The court further orders that the settlement agreement made between the parties dated June 24th is hereby approved and made part of the final judgment as if fully set forth here. Both parties are ordered to strictly obey all of the terms. Let's find out the terms. Hold on. So, settlement agreement. Is it in here? It should be. Agreement. Boom. I guess he didn't win his motion to have this private. Okay, let's see. Girl. Are y'all here for this? Is everybody here for this? Let's see. Yes, online Louis Terror said that the divorce was final this week. Okay, yes. Okay, this is the settlement. The settlement agreement. This settlement agreement made and entered into by and between Jeremy Allen Robinson, husband, and Tamar Braxton, wife. Whereas husband and wife were lawfully married February 4th and have ever since been and are now husband and wife. And whereas husband and wife separated, girl, March 21st, damn, 6 weeks later, and at all times since said of separation, they have lived in a bona fide state of separation. Whereas in view of their intention to live separate and apart from each other permanently, the parties hereto are desirous of settling all financial properties. I can't read that. It's under that thing. Financial properties may be right existing between them, including all other claims each other may have against other, and have agreed upon terms and conditions for settlement of such matters and other matters herein after recited in this agreement. Whereas the parties hereto have had the opportunity to be fully and separately, independently advised of their respective rights. So basically, they're saying that they're agreeing to these things. Let's see what they. Okay. Number one, separate living. The parties may and shall. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Whereas hereto the represent the conditions. Okay, they're just basically, these are some stipulations, but I think we get it. The parties may and shall at all times live and continue to live separate and apart. Each shall be free from interference, authority, and control over each other. Equitable division of property. Household furnishings, personal. Each party shall retain their own personal items, clothing, jewelry, toiletries, furniture, furnishings, and are deemed separate non-matrimonial property. Automobiles, each party shall retain their own automobiles. I don't know if there's anything here. Financial accounts except as provided for herein, the parties shall each remain their own financial accounts created prior to their marriage, including but not limited to checks, savings, certificates, deposits, and other accounts. Real estate, each party shall retain their own separate. Aw, thank you, Candy Jones. I appreciate you. Each party shall retain their own separate non-matrimonial property and other assets. Any other assets not specifically addressed herein shall remain. So alimony, since parties were only married 61 days. My God. Mushagar. 61 days. Tamar. You knew that ninja one, right? Neither party shall pay alimony to each other. Both parties waive any right to. But you dated him for a long time. He was in your face for a long time. He should have still had to pay something. Except as provided for herein, all debts shall be the responsibility of the party in whose name the debt exists. Attorney fees, waiver of discovery. Before executing this agreement, both parties had the opportunity to be advised by an attorney of their choice and of their respective rights under Georgia law, Georgia Civil Practice Act, to conduct formal discovery, investigation, analysis, et cetera, et cetera. Husband and wife have knowingly and voluntarily chosen to forego such discovery. Additional instruments, husband and wife shall at all times upon request be by the other party and his or her legal representative make, execute, and deliver any and all such offer and further instruments. What is that? Additional instruments. And deliver any and all such other and further instruments as may be necessary and desirable for the purpose of giving full force and effect of provisions. So maybe insurance policies, things of that nature, like life insurance, maybe investments that they've went into. Husband and wife agreed to hold each other harmless from any other contingent pending future lawsuits, litigation arising as a result of debt during the marriage. Binding effect. This agreement shall be fully binding on the parties and their heirs, legatees, executors, administrators, assigns. The party further agree this agreement may be submitted to the Gwinnett County Superior Court, and that this agreement, if approved by said court, shall become a party of any interim order. So what does Gwinnett County have to do with that? Is there anything going on in Gwinnett? Claims against the estate. So, I mean, they're really being very specific, but I don't think they have anything together. They have nothing together. And they're just basically going through all of the nothing that they have together and basically either agreeing that you have what you had when you came in. Whatever is yours. And that's pretty much what I'm seeing. Voluntary execution. The parties acknowledge that they are entering into this agreement freely. Independent agreement. It is hereby agreed that between the parties of the agreement shall be offered into evidence. Let's see, the entire agreement. This agreement constitutes the entire agreement. Full settlement, the provisions. So there's nothing. They're just walking away. So they signed this on June 24th. It was notarized on It was notarized on 4/20. Okay, no. My bad. This was signed on June 24th and it was finalized on August 30th. There's no money, there's no property, there's no nothing listed here. They basically came and left how they entered. and anything that was acquired during the marriage, I guess it's kind of like whoever's name is on it, that's who's going to have the responsibility for it. That's how I'm taking that. And that's it. I mean, let me see. Who filed this one? I don't think the judge ever even responded to his gag order. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, they never even acknowledged this. He filed a separate motion again for this filing under the seal. Oh God. Sorry, guys. He filed another motion. Morvant is well known. So Morvant is the primary interested party. He basically, this is again the him wanting the divorce to be under seal, which didn't happen. He said that he is well known and a prominent nationwide attorney. Resident is a well known celebrity. The parties were a famous couple. He needs to stop. The parties will suffer irreparable harm and reputation. If you, I mean, sir, you dragged Tamar, you embarrassed her. The parties will face undue financial burden. The parties' children and family will face public scrutiny and irreparable harm. The prejudicial effect and harm of the parties outweighs the public use and knowledge of the short-lived marriage of 61 days. Morvant prays for the court's order granting the seal. That didn't happen, boo boo. That did not seem to happen, or else I wouldn't be reading this right now. Order standing. Is that when the judge said no? Let's see. I love reading court documents. I do. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Let's see. Domestic relations standing order. Okay, we're not gonna read that. That's like the SOP when you're getting a divorce. Summons, acknowledgement, amended petition. I don't even know if the judge ever even ruled on that. I don't see anything about the judge even ruling on that motion, but clearly it didn't happen because we're pulling up the documents right now and can purchase them if we want to. Okay. Well, Tamar. 61 days. I think by the time we find out they were married, they were already divorced, right? Sir, you are not famous. You are not famous nor prominent. You do? Integrity means all. Thank you. Girl, Jesus Christmas. Okay. Girl. 61 days. I think, did they beat Britney Spears' first marriage or what? They knew that that relationship has been on the rocks for a minute. Everybody knows. And if you don't know this expression, marriage makes good relationships great and bad relationships worse. Marriage is not a band-aid. It's either going to highlight, it's going to highlight either the good or the bad. If you don't really like somebody, being married to, like, did you guys hear all these be your own person, live in a bona fide state, all of these things? I mean, marriage really is serious for people who don't think it is. It's somewhere you don't want to be if you don't like that person. You don't want to have all of these legalities tied into you if you don't even love the person. And definitely if you don't like them. Marriage is a trip. Okay? I do not recommend it if you're just like trying it out. It's not something to try. It's a life. It really is a life-changing situation. Anyway, you see how long these people didn't even like it. They were not in love. I don't know who loved who, but 61 days, that was something that never should have happened. So Anyway, I don't know why they didn't file for an annulment. No kids, no property, no nothing. Oopsie daisy. I don't know. Maybe they didn't qualify for it. I'm not sure, but poor Tamar. Tamar, may the force be with you, and you're gonna be okay, sis. It's gonna be all right. Yeah. Okay. 61 days. Amen. Mm. Tamar said she's a wife. Okay. Yes. I don't know why her and Vince broke up, but if it was her fault, she should, I don't even understand why her and Vince broke up, but she should have stayed with her real husband, the man that gave her the baby and the man who was making all that money. Why did you leave Vince? Did Vince start smelling himself cuz he lost weight? I think Wendy Williams is still on Earth. I do think she is still on planet Earth. Tamara is the weirdos no one else wants. Vince was Vince was chubby. He got physical with her. Mm. 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 You guys are dropping the TT. He had a hands problem. Okay. Hands. That's enough. Mm. You guys are so funny. Okay, tomorrow, guys, lunchtime, there's a Rule 22 hearing. Girl, is that legal? Said that she's going to Cobb County tomorrow to investigate. Is it Cobb? No, DeKalb. She's going to DeKalb to handle that business with Chris Brown. Okay. You see that? Okay. Chris Brown, aka Christian Gold. Okay. Christian, LaSalle, Walden, Jennifer's Boo, all of that. So tomorrow is going to be good. Okay. Tomorrow is going to be very good. If you have not hit the like button yet, baby, what are you waiting for? If you're new here and your phone, look at your phone and it says subscribe, that's a problem. Hit it and get the little magic fairy dust of subscribed. Okay, let me give y'all some fairy dust. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on. Is this my ooh. Hold on. Subscribe, okay? And hit the thumbs up. My spelling gets worse by the day. It seems I cannot believe I didn't even proofread my last filings. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's going to present 2223 FBI complete. Baby, I heard that. Yes. I need to watch her last live, but I'm not surprised, guys. We already knew this. Right? Girl, Bougie Gang already knew. I mean, I didn't know. Look, I could not have guessed 25 FBI affidavits or whatever she's submitting. But what I can say is, girl, I can spot a bum a mile away. Okay, girl, my bum detector is strong. Okay. My bum detector is on point. All right. And when she first introduced us to this Negro, I was like, baby, please, can you run him right back where you picked him up at? This dude is coming off of you. He is trying to come up off of you. But you know, people don't like to listen. They feel some type of way when they feel some type of way. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. This was so much fun. I enjoyed everything. Um, I am on empty right now. I've been with you guys all day. All day. I took a couple little breaks for like 5-10 minutes, but sis gotta go. And I gotta go pick up Boo Boo in like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna take a minute to myself. The dogs are probably like, can we go out now? They've been out 3 times though, but they didn't have a long break. I'm gonna give them a nice little long break and make something to eat. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try and come back. I don't want to make too much promises, but I want to come. I do have some more stuff to deliver. I got more stuff we need to talk about. If you guys see a separate not Jennifer, excuse me, Tamar update, because I might separate that Tamar to a standalone. Don't be shocked, okay? Don't call me out, but I might do that Tamar as a little separate video because everybody won't hear the whole time. Okay. So y'all might see that posted up as a separate video. Okay. All right, guys. Love you. Mean it. I will see you guys later or tomorrow. If anything is popping off, you know, my Instagram, my email, all of the things, just get at me. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you to everybody who came through on some memberships today. Oh, I forgot this was here. Thank you for everyone who came through on some memberships, the gifting of memberships, the supers, the stickers, all of the things, watching, subscribing, liking, everything. It means a lot. Okay. You guys have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you guys next time I go live. Okay. Bye, guys.